What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for a whole new episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is season 3, episode 11. I now pronounce you depressed. Let's just dig into it because this episode, oh my God, my hand hurts so bad. Okay, listen. Y'all already know who I'm talking about, okay? Baby, it's a couple of people that kind of made me go, what? Okay, this episode, and it's a couple that really getting on my nerves, all right? And I just want them to stop. Okay, I just want them to stop. You are not the group therapist, okay? No, you're not, all right? Moving on. So we get into, it's the next day after what happened last week. Tiffany and Destiny kind of got into it a little bit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't necessarily say got into it, but Destiny called Tiffany out on, and that's the thing. Destiny wasn't the only person that said something. I think Tisha even said something like, I didn't really, care to hear what you said about me about that situation. I could be wrong. Y'all can correct me. But either way, we already knew Destiny was going to speak up because Destiny just can't stand Tiffany, all right? And that's just the bottom line. And Tiffany just doesn't understand why it's happening, all right? I'm gonna get to that in a second because Kimmy goes up in there talking to Maurice. Hey, baby, how you doing? How you been? What y'all doing? Whatever. Okay, they was like, yeah, we had a good time and all that stuff, a lot of junky stuff, whatever. They had a good time. Compared to the ladies, they really had a good time. We ain't seen no drama or nothing going on with them. But, of course, Kimmy had to tell Maurice, listen, so everything was good. We was up at the club. We was doing this. We was doing that. But then things got a little crazy at the end, between Destiny and Tiffany, okay? Them two was going back at each other. And I'm just trying to understand what is really going on with them. Like, why Destiny gets so bothered and all this stuff. Here's the thing. Destiny gonna talk to Mel, okay? Mel whole thing is, that whole situation, she trying to understand what's going on. And she was like, you kind of came at her, out of nowhere. She was like, no, I didn't come at her until she came at me. I didn't really do anything yet and drag her or say anything negative to her until the girl said that, oh, you always got an issue up in Atlanta. You got an issue in Detroit. You got an issue in Huntsville. And for once, Mel was like, okay, see, I saw that and I get exactly why you said what you said, or I feel you, okay? Somewhat towards like, I get how come you can get upset. And she did throw that stone at you. But she started coming at her about, well, you were seeing your facial expressions and you was just looking all like this or whatever, and the way that you come off, people kind of probably already told you this. And yes, Destiny can hold on to a lot and Destiny can do a lot and say a lot, okay? That was part of the reason why I just didn't like her when she first came onto the show, all right? Because of that whole situation that she made real big. Bitch, she did the same thing Tiffany did. Okay, well, I don't know if it is it the same, because the situation that happened between her and Kimmy, because Kimmy said she don't know them, which and called LeBaron the chicken man, and she wasn't saying that to be nasty or anything. That's just how she know him because he sold chicken. Okay, and so Kim, Destiny made a big issue with that with Kimmy, as if she was trying to start some drama with her to get a reason to like go at her or whatever and have some beef. And come to find out, that's not what Kimmy was trying to do. Kimmy did not know you, so that's why she said it that way. It wasn't trying to be rude, and y'all talked it out, and now y'all cool. You understood where she coming from. So sometimes Destiny can jump the gun, and that was one of the reasons why I did not like her when she first came on. But in this situation with Tiffany, it's a little different because I don't like Tiffany for the simple fact of what I'm seeing. And it's not necessarily what Destiny is seeing, it's just what I'm seeing, okay? Because she's doing a lot of things that would trigger me like, I just know in real life I would never be friends or be cool with a person and stand in the room with a person like her, because the way that Destiny was rolling her eyes, yes, you were, girl, okay? Every time Tiffany said or did something, especially when she brought up something that she should not have brought up, you would have saw it all on my face too. I probably wouldn't have said nothing then because you're not talking to me, but you would have saw it on my face. I would have. That's all you would have saw. Then you would have known exactly how I felt, but I wouldn't have said nothing, okay? It's all in the facial expressions. And sometimes I'm that type of person, I can't hide my face, okay? If I don't say it, how I feel is gonna be on my face, okay? So Mel is talking to her like that. And, Destiny at one point was like, I would have a conversation with her or I would do this or whatever, but she always got her bodyguard or whatever that comes in talking about Mel. Mel, you do that, okay? And so, they kind of said, I think Mel was like, I don't know if she likes the fact that I'm cool with her or whatever, and trust and believe, she's more closer to Destiny than anything, and she don't have to worry about our relationship, our friendship, or whatever, and that's fine or whatever. But at the end of the day, what it all boils down to, Destiny has a very valid reason to not want to mess with Tiffany. And she said they not necessarily on the outs. It's just that, 1 minute they're cool, and then the next minute she'll do something that'll be like taking me back to the reason why I really can't stand you. Like when they try to get on the cool footing, Tiffany will put her foot in the mouth and make her just be like, girl. And I get where Destiny is coming from, okay? It may seem petty, but I get where Destiny is coming from because Tiffany is a lot to deal with. Meanwhile, over there in Lewis and Tiffany, she telling Lewis what happened or whatever. And, he was like, what? She threatened to drag you? It got that deep? It got that deep? Now, Lewis, at one point, I liked you, but on this episode, you really annoyed the hell out of me, and I see exactly why you and Tiffany are together. Y'all damn near the same, okay? Y'all damn near the same. Y'all so self-righteous. It don't make no sense, okay? For him to say, well, we have to understand that, she probably, going through some things in her own life, and, she just want to be like us or looking to us as an example or some shit like that. It's like, you equate your relationship and your marriage all the way up here as if it's the ultimate goal. I'm sitting here like, bitch, this is your second marriage and y'all ain't even a year into it. Okay, so what are you talking about? And that really don't mean nothing, but y'all putting yourselves a little bit too high on that pedestal. Ain't nobody trying to be y'all. Ain't nobody jealous of y'all relationship. And ain't nobody jealous of fucking relationship that Tiffany got with Mel. I do not feel like Destiny is jealous of their relationship or their friendship. Destiny is more so pissed off that Mel does not see where she's coming from and does not see the reason why Destiny will have an issue with Tiffany and does not. She's always coming to Tiffany's defense. We don't see her coming to Destiny's defense as much as she does Tiffany. Granted, I get it. She's new, okay? But you don't come to her defense and you don't say, hey, okay, girl, you my girl, but you was wrong for that, and you do kind of owe her an apology or whatever. You need to clear that up because that wasn't right. That whole birthday situation, it was fucked up, okay? I don't care who it is. I don't care what you think. I don't care how you want to look at it, how you want to excuse it, how you want to sympathize with it. You do not come to somebody's birthday event and put some tea out there that you think is some tea, whether you was trying to or not. You do not. The first time I'm seeing you, that's not how we interact. Okay, that's not what you do. And that's the issue with Tiffany. She's sitting there like she don't understand the reason why that her and Destiny has issues. You have not sat down and actually genuinely acknowledged that I hear what you're saying. I see where I did wrong. I mean, I got caught up because that's in my my way that I do things. I'm very transparent. I was just trying to make conversation. And maybe, no, I shouldn't have said what I said. I can clearly see now how that could offend you, okay? She didn't do that. She didn't do that. And if she tried to, it wasn't genuine. It did not come off genuine. She's very condescending, just like Destiny said. The girl is so freaking condescending. And they think themselves up. Just because you blunt and you say what's on your mind, that don't make you like, that don't make it right. Because some things don't need to be said. Okay? Moving on from them. And I'm just like, Lewis, ain't nobody stunning your relationship because I can see the cracks, okay? Y'all putting up a big ass front. People that come on these shows, they trying to act like everything is all to the good. Y'all digging so much up into everybody else's relationship. Baby, let us dig into your marriage and see what's really going on behind the scenes, okay? Let us dig into the fact that y'all are getting married to each other and y'all was married to other people and y'all divorced. Let's get into the fact of what was the reason for y'all getting divorced. What happened there that y'all want to come together and act like y'all the done daughters of marriages right about now. Okay? Now, we ain't asked for no goddamn couple counseling. We ain't getting it from somebody that's been divorced and only been married for only 11 months. That's how I would be thinking if I was these people, okay? And I was here for Marcel. Ooh. The one and only goddamn time I probably was on Marcel's side. Girl, moving on from that. Speaking of Marcel, Tisha and Marcel, of course, Tisha comes up in there and tell Marcel the whole situation that happened, with Tiffany and this whole, telling her about how he's feeling about the relationship and all this stuff. And basically, she trying to convince herself that she's not an insecure person and everything is okay and all of this. And it just comes down to when, people in the last 3 years, when people were saying these rumors or whatever about you and cheating and all this stuff, and then my family and other people that don't know me, they up here talking and asking, well, do you really know him and all this stuff? Let me just say this, okay? Marceau flipped that shit around to make it seem as though Tisha was just, doing the most, all right? Tisha, you really are. Let me tell you something. Marceau is a manipulator, okay? And he's 15 years in, so he knows how to manipulate and control that lady, all right? Because he convinced her basically that, you shouldn't be thinking these things, okay? And you shouldn't be feeling these things. When actuality, he's part of the reason why she feels those things, okay? And the way that he treats her is what makes her feel those things. Plus, whatever else she had going on in her life, adds on to why she feels the way that she does. You kept this girl practically locked up, okay, in the house with the kids and all this stuff, and now she's breaking out, and you made such a big deal about that, and now she's trying to think for herself, and she's seeing things and hearing things, and now you trying to say, don't let no other body get into your head or whatever. You see what's going on in our relationship, it's between us. That's basically what it is, okay? No, I'ma listen to a certain degree. And then I'm going to start observing, okay? And I'm going to try to see if the shit add up. And if I got questions, bitch, I'm going to ask those questions, all right? If my gut is telling me something ain't right, I'm going to say something. But then Tisha gets onto this whole thing about, we up in Vegas. Maybe we just need to recommunicate, commit ourselves to each other. You know what I'm saying? Do like this surprise, like a surprise renewal or something like that. That's what I was thinking. He was like, no. Okay, we're not finna do that. Now, on the way... I said, Marceau, you ain't have to say no like that, okay? But on the one hand, some people just don't like surprises. Some people just don't like stuff being thrown on them and making it seem like they have to do it because, it's a whole bunch of people there or whatever. And I say, because it's a whole bunch of people because at one point he wanted them to just go on a date night or whatever and have something, try to reconnect with them. And she talking about can we bring the rest of the people? I'm like, what? Girl, this is your 15th anniversary. See, I didn't understand on their 15th. I hope this is not their literal 15th anniversary date that you're going to bring everybody with you because, no, let us celebrate that together with one another, okay? And then later have them come on, okay? So that's what I hope this is because, no, I'm not doing that, okay? And you already surprised this man with therapists, okay? A therapy session, and you know how that went, okay? He was reluctant. He felt some type of way before and after it, you know what I'm saying? So why do it with this vow renewal? I know it seemed cute. We in a marriage and he's always talking about keeping the marriage together. You would think that he would be here for it. But looking at Marceau, we can tell that he's not, especially given all the stuff that's been said, okay, especially on this Vegas trip alone. We know that he ain't for it because we know that technically speaking, I don't think he's happy in their relationship. And after listening to what happened at the very end, which is very important, okay, he's not happy in their relationship, and therefore he don't feel the need to go through all of that, so yeah, I was just like, Tisha, just let it go, okay? And he was like, okay, so we just gonna go ahead, we gonna do some stuff or whatever, and everybody just gonna come together and all this shit. I said, Tisha, if you want to be embarrassed, go ahead and be embarrassed. Don't do what I think your ass is gonna do. But meanwhile, after that, so she goes over there, and she goes and talks to Louis and Tiffany to make sure that they okay, and I guess they're cool, okay? Now when you were sitting down there when Tiffany put this shit out there to you about how Marceau is feeling, you did feel as though, you was taken aback by it, and that wasn't something that you really wanted to hear at that moment, so now you're going up there telling Tiffany and everything that, we're cool, it's okay. But you know what, we're about to do something, and we wanted to go ahead and I wanted to do this surprise vow renewal or whatever, but Marceau don't really want to do it. But I already got the stuff rented out where we supposed to be going, so I'm still gonna do it. We still gonna make a night of it, but we just gonna have fun because in Vegas we have fun. And every time they mention Vegas, Marceau is always talking about well, when they say Vegas, doing something fun in Vegas, it implies sex. I didn't know that that's what it meant. You trying to go down to the bunny ranch or something? Is that what it is, Marceau? What is going on with you in the sex? You're not fulfilled, obviously, because you keep bringing it up, okay? At one point, I think either in this episode or next week's, he's talking about threesomes or some shit. Like, come on. I know it's a joke or whatever, but some jokes some jokes be hiding the truth, okay? Underneath some of these jokes be some truths, okay? I really think Marcel is bored. I think he's bored in his relationship. He's talking about somehow he wish he didn't have to work as much to do, be around them, to want to be around them or whatever. And I feel like that's an excuse, okay? I feel like that's an excuse because there's a solution to all of that. Had you let your wife, work, okay, you wouldn't have to work as hard. You still have to work hard, but you wouldn't have to work as hard to sustain that whole household, okay? Because you wouldn't let her put her degrees to use, okay? And help with the family income or whatever because you're too proud, you're too old school and all that stuff, okay? We're in the what century we in? Is this the 21st century? Girl, correct me in the comments. Girl, bitch, women got rights, okay? Women got rights and they can go work and they can still raise a family and all that stuff. It should be equal. You shouldn't be this stressed out. She shouldn't be feeling lonely and I just want to go on trips and you not there with us, girl. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Y'all are not happy. And y'all trying to throw it to us like y'all are. And y'all are not happy, bitch. From one, girl, I can spot it. Girl, anyway, moving on from that. So, Tiffany, of course, she just, them two, Tiffany and Louis, that's just like, so he don't want to renew y'all vows or whatever. Why he don't want to do that? I mean, you should still do it. You should still do it. I said, Tisha, don't listen to these people that's going to get your ass cussed out. You know how your man is, okay? So avoid the drama and whatever else might happen when they ain't there, him cussing your ass out. Avoid that. Don't listen to these people, okay? Tiffany is that friend that's just going, or that person, I ain't even gonna call her friend. She that person that's just going, try to convince you to do any and everything knowing damn well your ass gonna get in trouble for it, okay? That's the one that you don't fuck with when you kids, okay? Because they gonna get you in trouble all the time. All right, that's just Tiffany, And of course, Tisha, she the one that want to be liked so bad, so she gonna do it. And that's exactly what she did. She told everybody, dress up, put your cocktail well on, and we still gonna go, okay? Everybody get on the little party bus. Truth be told, everybody looked nice, okay? They was making jokes about Martell and his clothes. Let me tell you something. Martell had his titties out, okay? And I just wanted him to close it up, okay? Because you trying to fish for something? You trying to get you something, or you trying to do that for mail? Make them bounce, Martell. Make them bounce, okay? Because I was just like, if they gonna be out, do some tricks with them, all right? And surprisingly, the suit wasn't as tight. It was tight, but it wasn't as tight as it usually be. But moving on from that, they was talking about what happened, the girls having lap dances, Destiny almost losing her shirt or whatever when they went out or whatever, and they trying to figure out where the hell it is that they going, okay? Where the hell it is that they going when they pulled up to the chapel. Martell, like, in the confessional, I wonder, was she did Mel playing this? Mel trying to get me? I said, bitch, now you know. I said, Martell, now you know damn well Mel ain't playing shit for you. This is Tisha's shit. Mel ain't got nothing to do with it. And if she did, baby, it wouldn't be for you, okay? Y'all just got divorced, all right? She ain't trying to go back down there. Y'all just had a big-ass argument the night before. She ain't trying to go back down there. Boy, see, you don't miss what you got until it's gone, baby. That's what Martell is. Meanwhile, they get to the chapel, and Tisha up there talking about somehow. Tisha up there talking about how, this is our anniversary, and we bring our friends or whatever, and this is all about, we was talking about recommitting and all this stuff. Marcel is looking like, I hope she don't say what the hell I think she about to say, because it ain't finna happen. And this whole scene kind of annoyed me a little bit, because it kind of, I get where Marceau is coming from, but I get where the group is coming from, but I also get where Marceau is coming from, because I probably would have acted the same way, And it makes me mad, because I don't like when people try to guilt you into doing stuff or force you into doing stuff. And that's what I feel like they was trying to do with Marcel. Okay, so they get up there, and Tisha tried to flip it, because originally she wanted them to do the vow renewal, and of course she wasn't gonna do it, and she put it to the whole group as like, who wants to do recommit and do a vow renewal or whatever. And I said, y'all should have kept y'all asses at home. Okay, y'all should have kept y'all asses at home. Or found something else to do. You could have went somewhere else, okay? Because this ain't it. This ain't it. This was just, I don't know what the purpose was if it wasn't gonna happen. um if it wasn't gonna happen between you and Marcel. You knew how your husband was, he not gonna go for it. So therefore, Lewis and Tiffany, super saver whole marriages, other marriages, they went on ahead and said, we'll do it. I want to recommit to you, okay? And they was like, bitch, you only been married for 11 months. So what? We'll still get up there and do it, because when you love somebody, that's what you do, okay? And then Marcel was like in a confession. I mean, I understand the reason why they probably did this, because, you know, Tiffany is the one that surprised Lewis with a wedding on a baseball stadium, and they're used to this. This ain't what I do, okay? So they get up there, and, you know, of course, Lewis is talking about how if you love somebody and this is your marriage, and, you know, you should be able to want to do something and to commit, and why you got to wait for 10 years more, because Marcel said something about, you know, we was going to renew our vows on the 25th anniversary. He was like, well, this the 15th. So what? Why don't you go ahead and do it? And at this point, I was getting annoyed. I was getting annoyed because you got Tiffany and Lewis making it as if, and everybody else, but mostly them, oh, let's set an example, okay, because we going to get married and we going to show that we ain't got no fear and we truly love each other. That's the vibe that they was giving off. And it was irritating me. And then, you know, for Mel to be getting in her feelings about the fact that Marcel couldn't even get up and say, you know, I love you, Tisha, whatever. And that opened up a whole nother floodgate. It was like, why don't you go ahead and say it? Why don't you go ahead and say it? And here go Lewis. Lewis said, Mel, you said something good over there. And she was like, what? And I'm just thinking, like, how come Marcel can't do that? Meanwhile, Mel's still trying to figure out what it is that he's saying. And then, you know, he finally said, why don't you just get up and say that you love Tisha and all this stuff and all that? Just go ahead and say it. Now, let me say this, okay? Marcel can lie about a lot of stuff, okay? And he could have damn well got up and lied just to appease them, okay? But he, knowing him and knowing how I am too, because I would have did the same goddamn thing. If he would have got up there and been pressured to do that, I didn't like the fact that they was pressuring this man to do this shit. If he don't want to do it, he shouldn't have to do it, okay? And it does say a lot about their relationship, but it also could be that he don't like to be put on the spot. I'm that same way. Don't put me on the spot, okay, like that. Don't force me. Don't try to pressure me, because that ain't going to do nothing but make me go back. And it's going to make me resist even more, because now I'm getting pissed. Because you're not going to make me do something that I had no intentions of doing. And it don't mean that I don't love my person or whatever. But I'm not going to do something because you is trying to make me do it. Not my person, but you is trying to make me do it. Okay? And that's what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, had Marcel got up there and obliged them, he would have been sarcastic as hell. And he probably would have said it in a way that would have made Tisha feel even smaller and look even stupider, okay? So I would rather him just sit his ass down there before he say some slick shit, because I felt it brewing. I felt it brewing, because he probably was in his feelings at the fact that Tisha still brought them now, okay? I said, y'all are so unhappy. Y'all are so unhappy, and it's just, oh my God, it's just dripping. And I get what Marcel talking about. I ain't trying to take no advice from somebody that just got married. You know, they think Lois and Tiffany think they know it all. I just don't like it. Baby, destiny. I don't know what it is. Sometimes when you don't like somebody, you just can't stand nothing that they do. Everything that they do annoys you, okay? And Destiny, you can't stand that bitch, okay? You cannot stand Tiffany, and it's understandable. When Tiffany got up there to do her little vow renewal or whatever, and then the pastor, whoever it was like, do you, Tiffany, take Lewis? And she was like, I most definitely do. And then here goes Destiny. I mean, look at her like, oh my God, she's so extra. She can't even just say, I do. I most definitely do. I said, Destiny, stop. Now, that's petty. That is fucking petty. That shit would have made me fucking laugh, okay? Because I would have just been looking at Destiny, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. And the way that Mel got mad at the whole situation, girl, worry about your relationship or lack thereof, okay? Y'all should know this person. And then, of course, you know, she had to go outside and talk to Tisha about it and how it feels. And I'm just like, let it the freak go at this point. Y'all know how that man is, and you can see through the cracks in their marriage. And, you know, at this point, there's no reasoning with it, okay? Let these people be, like I keep saying, let them be unhappy together if that's what they want to do, okay? Everybody ain't finna go the divorce route. Maybe they might get there, but hey, just let them figure that out, okay? We can't force shit. So then the rest of the ending of the episode, at the end of the night, they go to Chef Gordon Ramsay. Bitch, y'all look at Hell's Kitchen. That is my show, okay? Because I said, is that the only stuff that be on the menu, chef? Okay, I need to go to one of his restaurants and be like, is that the only thing that be on the menu that y'all be cooking on the show? You cannot tell me that you done got all these goddamn restaurants and y'all only cooking 5 dishes. Okay, 5 dishes, bitch. You better put some variety up in that. But anyway, they go to his restaurant, got a little private room or whatever. And everybody talking about, just being cool and everything is going great or whatever. And while everything is going good, they saying thank you for coming out and all this stuff. Next thing you know, it was like we always go on our trips together, celebrating this couple, celebrating that couple, whatever. Unfortunately, we ain't got this host no more. Here go Martell. Yeah, we gonna have them hopes again, okay? We gonna have the hopes again because, I'm gonna get married again. You know what I'm saying? I love marriage, okay? And then gonna say some. He like people being in love or whatever. And then here come Mel. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you be talking about how if I get into a relationship, I hope it don't work out. I hope the person break up with me and all this stuff. Now, don't even be talking about that you like marriage and you like love or whatever. You don't wish love on nobody and all this stuff. And I said, Mel, this is not the time nor the fucking place, okay? Can we reel that in? Martell wasn't even doing nothing to even evoke that, okay? You put that goddamn whiskey down and you just shut your mouth up. Put that brown liquor down, okay? I said, Martell, make him bounce in front of her so she can be quiet, okay? Because you got him out. Make him bounce, okay? Bitch, I was just really confused. Like, Mel, this is not the time nor the place, okay? And then Marceau had to say he does that. He probably does that because he still love you, which he does. And he even said himself, maybe somewhere down the line, I'll probably get married back with Mel. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but I'm not ruling that shit out. Because the way they go at each other and they still try to be cool with each girl, please. Okay? They probably be fucking on the low. And shout out to my girls on the old ladies first panel. They're about to do an interview with Melody. Okay, shout out to Bondi, Nisi, Jamie, and Jay Lee. Okay, y'all doing it. All right, go to Bondi Blues channel to watch the interview. But anyway, moving on from that, I'm just like, okay, cool. So then we met. Fast forward, and Marceau said some shit about Martell about, because they started talking about men in the marriage and what happened in the marriage, and basically, Martell feeling a certain way, and Marcel was like, the problem is Martell was comparing himself to other men, and that's what it is, other men and how they do, okay, instead of just doing what needed to be done. You don't need to compare yourself, and so therefore you wasn't getting what you needed, okay. And I was like, damn, Marcel, I agree with you on that shit. You made so much sense, okay. But then here's what got me in this episode, and I was so here for it. Marcel said, now since we talking, we need to cut down on the freaking pillow talk. Because what I say to my guys while we out there kicking it or whatever, you don't need to be bringing it back to your wife that circles back to me. Okay? That's not what we need to do. Okay? Looking dead at Lewis. And he literally said, and I'm talking about the new couple here. I said, bitch. I know that's fucking right, Marcel. Call their asses out. And he did say the new couple, but he's looking dead at Lewis because Lewis is the one that told his wife. And then Tiffany told Tisha and a whole group of girls, okay? You're new here, and that is the whole issue. You are new here, so therefore, slow that shit down. I'm trying to bring you into the fold by telling you some stuff, okay? We're having boy talk, okay? We're having men talk, I should say. And I should feel comfortable enough to tell you some of my deepest feelings and secrets or whatever, and feel like that you're not going to go back and it's going to get back to my wife. Because if I wanted her to know, I would have told her that first. I come to my boys first to get some advice or whatever. That's what I feel like Marcel was trying to put out there and trying to say. And that's the same thing that we do as women. We do that with our girls too. Okay? And then Louis tried to make it seem, first of all, Tiffany butt in. But if you wouldn't have to feel this way, whatever, if this one going on in your relationship, and then I said, girl, shut your mouth up. Just be quiet. Be quiet, okay? This ain't, no. He was talking to Lewis, but he was talking to both of y'all, but he was literally talking to Lewis and, trying to tell him, and then here go Lewis. No, baby, I can talk. But see, if you want to say this or whatever, you should be able to say this to your wife, okay? You telling us you should be able to say this to your wife. But bitch, it's a fucking code, okay? You can pillow talk to your goddamn wife about everything that goes on, but you need to tell that bitch not to say nothing. Okay? Like, damn. Damn, girl, like, come on. We should already know this shit. It's a lot of us that be talking to our mates like, baby, let me tell you what so-and-so did, but don't say nothing, okay? Don't say. And when sometimes you ain't even got to say, but don't say nothing. Your man or your woman knows not to say nothing to that person. And it's y'all that just want to start some stuff and be on some stuff or whatever. And it just irritates me that self-righteousness, like they have the duty that because you told me this, I can tell whoever it is. And if you had love in your relationship and you was open, and there should not be no secrets. If you're married and all this stuff, you shouldn't have no secrets. Shut up, Lewis. Shut up. Granted, some of the shit you be saying, but it's just it be right. But goddamn, you just come off as preachy. You come off as self-righteous, as if you're better. You've only been married for 11 months, okay? Let's make it to that year, and let's see if you can make it to 3, okay? Let's see. Okay, because y'all come off like y'all too fucking perfect, and I don't like it. You come off as if you're judging everybody else, and you're not taking in accountability what it is that people are saying and how they are feeling. If somebody is saying something that they did not like you saying, say, oh, my bad, I acknowledge what you said. Don't try to counteract it with, yeah, I said that, but you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't have opened up your mouth and you shouldn't have said nothing. That's just point the fuck blank, period. Then they start talking about if you're being happy in your relationship, and then we get into this talks of depression. And basically what I get out of it, Marcel is depressed. And truth be told, I'm not surprised. The way that he put all this work on him, the marriage ain't working. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That marriage is not working the way that he thought it was going to be working, okay? He's depressed. Tisha, you probably depressed too. And I know we throw that word around a lot, but I can spot a depressed bitch from one depressed bitch to the next. I can spot one, okay? Because, bitch, I'm on this goddamn screen with y'all right now, and I'm depressed as shit, okay? I'm going through some shit, bitch, okay? It just ain't, I'm just like, Maurice, yeah, you going through, Marcel, I should say, you're going through some stuff, okay? And it's understandable. It's understandable, and you're not happy. And the fact that he said he don't want to get to 0 because then that means that he gonna be depressed. He not even happy in his relationship. He's just content. He probably ain't happy in life. What he trying to say, he's just content right now. And I understand that because I felt the same fucking way, bitch. There right now. Anyway, girl, that shit kind of hit me at the end. And I was like, damn, Marcel, you trying to make me feel sorry from you? Woo, okay, I get it, but you still an ass. But I get it. Lewis and Tiffany, get their asses off this fucking show. Don't bring them back next season because we don't like them. I hope they look at the response that people have been given. And I hope they are sitting back and they're watching the season play, especially you, Mel, and seeing the reason why people have issues with this couple, okay? Like, come on. If y'all gonna bring somebody on the show, bring somebody that can be better villains, okay? I like when the people are villains and I actually kind of agree with them sometimes and be like, bitch, you make me laugh, okay? So I'm gonna let you pass, all right? But no, this is, anyway, self-righteous mother. Let me get the hell up over here, y'all. I will see y'all later. Peace.